What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video, we're taking a look at the brand new online mastering service from Waves. That's right, Waves has jumped in the ring with LANDR to compete for online mastering service. I don't think anyone will argue that LANDR has been leading this space for a while, and it'll be great to see some competition come in. And with Waves' reputation of making great sounding plugins, I think this is a good move. So in this video, we're going to go over the overview of the service, show you what it's like to use it, go over the pricing, as well as my final thoughts. Let's get started. All right, so this is the user interface for the Waves online mastering service. If you've used like LANDR, very similar. We can drag and drop files in for it to upload, or we can click new track in this upper right, and it'll give an option to upload your files from there. We can search for files here, and then we can reorder them based by name, duration, as well as date created. So once you have everything uploaded, this preview panel over on the left is where you're going to do everything at. And for style, we have options between precise, organic, and elevated. I'm surprised hovering over these doesn't give a little explanation of each one, but this is a pre-release version that I'm using, so that might be coming. For tone, we have depth and presence. And then this is a cool option. We can add a reference track. So if you add a reference track, the Waves Online Mastering Service will use that reference to try to match to your song when creating the master. And then once you have all of this set, you can create master, and it'll render the master for you. So from this preview section, this loop that you see is going to be the most dynamic part of each song, and we can toggle between the mastered version, the original version, and then the reference if one is there. We can turn on and off volume matching. I recommend leaving that on, therefore you don't have a huge volume difference between the master and the original. And we can also hit reset here. So this is a pre-release version. Sometimes I've noticed where I'm not getting the change, between these as I'm hitting them, because there is an audible difference that I can hear between them. And, if that happens, just hit this reset and try it again. But anyone will be able to use this to preview it before getting your credits to use it for a master, which we'll get more into the credits and pricing later. But I've got 4 songs loaded here. We're going to start with this rap song. We're going to go through all of these songs, but we'll do probably these first 2. And I will also say from this preview, the volume that you get here, even though you're previewing the master, you're not previewing what the actual volume is going to be, because playing it from this preview volume versus once you select the master and create the master will be louder. So don't be fooled by the monitor volume from the preview. All right, so then also each song you see style, tone, and then reference. We have that all indicated in this by these icons here, like P, that's precise. If I click organic, you'll see that switch to O, elevated, E. So it's a quick reference or way that you can tell what settings are selected for each one of these. All right, so yeah, let's start with the rap song, and we'll go through precise, organic, elevated. Just go through these options and let you hear the difference. We can choose one style, and then we can have either or both of the tone.
Was calling, I just pictured a Chuck. He move them out often, don't believe in no handouts. Bitch, just open your mind, let me inseminate it. Can see the hate in your eyes, I'm not intimidated. Must don't think that I'm ballin'. Trap on porn, her shit Hawkins. Corner locked down with Ocean Grown. Richard Sherman, see Hawkin. In the corner, unnoticed. On fire, Thunder, Dan Marley. My gas is retarded, it keep my customers calling. I just pictured a Chuck. He move them out often, don't believe in no handouts. Bitch, just open your mind, let me inseminate it. Can see the hate in your eyes, I'm not intimidated. Must don't think that I'm ballin'. Trap on porn, her shit Hawkins. Corner locked down with Ocean Grown. Richard Sherman, see Hawkin. In the corner.
Okay, so I'll let you hear I'll tell you what I'm hearing here. Precise to me is the cleanest. Organic is, I'm feeling a little bit of color being added. Elevated is adding a ton of color, which for some of these songs, the elevated was just too much. Depth, I'm hearing some low end being added, and presence, I'm hearing some high mids being added. Let's check out the R&B song now. We'll start that at precise, and we'll take off the tone. Okay. Okay, I think I just saw if we okay, so this does tell you. So I've never hovered over this style. I've always just clicked these three. So let's take a look at this. Precise, this is our optimal suggestion, a precisely balanced master with well-defined tonal qualities and well-balanced levels. Organic, this style will apply less processing, resulting in a sound that is more natural and closer to the unmastered track. Elevated, this style applies more processing, essentially dialing the precise option up to 11. This style is if you want to make your master brighter and more immersive. Yeah, that elevated is definitely adding a lot there. Like we'll play this crazy mix, and you can hear how how the elevated is just really adding, which in my opinion is too much color to it. But let's check it out.
He'll ask me, will you be my queen? Oh, 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 you got me going, going. Oh, 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 I'm going crazy. Oh, 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 you got me going, going. Oh, 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 I'm going crazy. Oh, 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 for one time, he'll ask me, will you be my queen? Oh, 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 you got me going, going. Oh, 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 I'm going crazy. Oh,
Okay, I don't know if it's me wearing headphones now instead of on the monitors, but I've definitely felt like that elevated was too much on that track previously. But once you have the settings that that you like, you can then create master, and then like for this crazy mix, we have M1, and if you did a second master, it'll show M2, show your different masters. So for this master here, we can see we got elevated and presence on. Let me see. And then we have the option to download it. So with the menu here, we have an option to see the track menu or track info, and also the master info as well. We can rate the master. Now, one thing I would like to see is I would like to be able to put in or enter the metadata info. Now, like we have just the music note icon here. I would like to be able to add the album artwork. Maybe that's something that's coming later, but definitely would be nice to go ahead and add that metadata since it says mastering. When I master in Studio One, I'm able to add the metadata, all of the artist info, all of that stuff into the song because mastering is getting it ready to release. So definitely something I feel is missing here, at least at this time. But again, this is a pre-release, so that may be coming. We will see. All right, so as far as the pricing, it's going to be a $5.99 for 1 credit, in which 1 credit will allow you 1 master. $24.99 will get you 5 credits. $59.99 will get you 15 credits, and then $299.99, we'll just say $300, will get you 150 credits. Now, like I said earlier, anyone will be able to upload a track and go in and use these, style and tone to get a preview of it, and then you can purchase a credit in order to create the master from it. Now, Waves did say that there will be a free credit or credits given to Waves users to try this out. I'm sure they're going to want, everyone to try this out. So at this time, I don't know if that's 1 credit or a couple credits. I'm not sure how many credits, but be on the lookout because Waves users will be able to get, I'll say, at least 1 credit to try this out on their own. All right, so my final thoughts on this. I already said one, I'd like to see the metadata added. And I really would not be surprised in typical Waves fashion. We all know their marketing is very aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised to see this website, I'm gonna call them pop-ups, but just some marketing for Waves plugins somewhere on here. We will see if that happens or when that happens, but that would not shock me at all. And speaking of Waves plugins, I did ask, were these masters created, are they being created using Waves plugins? And the answer to that is yes. Being a pro audio nerd, I would be curious of what plugins are being used, but we don't know which Waves plugins are being used for this, but these are using Waves plugins. Also, at this time, this service will not be tied into any of the Waves subscription services. However, in the future, I could definitely see that happening. Like I said, Waves has very aggressive marketing. I could see them running a promotion where buy $29 plug-in and get 5 credits, or something like that. I'm pretty sure this will at some point of time end up tying into plug-in sales, especially when you look at what LANDR's doing with LANDR Studio, where you can do mastering and have other services. I could definitely see Waves giving at least some access to this service to people who subscribe to, I forget the name of it, but that top tier Wave subscription plan that gets you everything. But we will, we will see what happens. But overall, I think this is creating a good master for these tracks. I will be comparing this to LANDR because I know that's going to be the next question. How does this compare to LANDR? I haven't compared it to LANDR, but I will have a video coming up where I am directly comparing what the Waves Online Mastering did to what LANDR Mastering did, and just help you out determine which one may work best for you. Now, if you're interested in the Waves Online Mastering Service, I will have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out, learn more about it, or pick it up. Well, I say pick it up, try it out. Just used to saying that. But definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think this is a good move from Waves? If you've used LANDR, let me know how do you like that. And if once this service has launched and you've tried it out, definitely let me know what y'all think about the Waves Online service if you've used it. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.